Hey there, sports fans. Ready to unlock incredible hotel deals? Get a free membership and save up to 50%. Stay grand. Spend less. The simplest site. The best unpublished hotel deals. peachbelttravel.com
Welcome back, everyone. 10-8 score here between the USCA Aiken Pacers and the Emmanuel University Lions. Jordan Phillips, Reeves Altman on the call for you tonight. Back and forth action so far, Reeves, between these two teams.
I'm going to say the Pacers picking up right where they left off in the first two games we saw against Catawba and Washington and Ventus. Defense leading to offense, but the Lions are starting to get it figured out here on the offensive side and defensive side.
And just like that, Devin Story, who just checked into the game, gets a wide-open transition three off the mark, and Jalen McCoy will get the rebound. Dangerous pass there and a foul. That's going to go against number 2, Kendall Latney. And we're going to see Simeon German check in. That'll be the first substitution for the Pacers so far. Rest of this is your normal starting five that you're used to seeing for the Pacers here.
Rajon Blackwell early in this game taking a lot of hard fouls and pushes out of bounds.
Rubel gets it to Cunningham. Cunningham to Blackwell now. Blackwell fakes right, goes left. He kicks to Rubel, who fires the three. His shot off the mark. Flying in for the rebound is Kendall Latney. Story with it now for the Lions. Chris Deese in the corner. He drives in. He kicks. Story thought about a three. Drives instead. Spud Webb for three. Webb gives the Lions their first lead of the game.
Definitely a player to watch here in this Lions offense. He's leading their team in points per game with 24, and he's off to a quick start here tonight as well.
Now firing a three is Blackwell. Blackwell rims out and rebounded by Deese.
Now Pacers go cold on offense.
Blackwell barking orders on defense. Driving in. Webb kicks to the corner.
What a pass.
Latney fires a three. Latney wide open, off the mark, flying in for the rebound. Going to be out of bounds. It'll go to the Pacers. And we're going to see John Canoye.
Pacers struggling early to pull defensive rebounds. The Lions are doing a great job down low, getting inside position, being able to pull these offensive rebounds down to keep possessions alive.
John Canoye in for the Lions. And in for the Pacers, Tyler Husband, the freshman. We saw him get his first action of the season against Washington Adventist, and he's getting another chance at it tonight. Blackwell with it now. Blackwell back to Husband. Husband stepping inside. He flips to Blackwell. Inside to McCoy. McCoy to Cunningham. Cunningham driving. Cunningham. Cross-court pass to Blackwell from the corner. Off the mark. German tips it up. Cunningham, a fight for the ball, and it falls to the Lions. Deese on the run now. Deese feeds ahead to Webb, and it's going to go out of bounds off the hands of John Canoye, and it'll be Pacer basketball.
Unlike what we've seen in the past, Pacers really struggling early here from behind the line. But in the last few possessions, that has not strayed them away from taking shots.
And as we were discussing before the game, this team, a hot shooting three-point team. They're on the season shooting 44% as a team. That's an impressive total just for an individual player, much less the entire team. Husband with the ball now. Husband to the corner for Cunningham. Cunningham, little pull-up jumper off the mark, and it's going to be a foul. That's going to go against Deese.
Well, good job there by Cunningham. Looked like he didn't want to shoot that, but really found the open spot here in the defense. Lions playing very aggressive early, and it's given the Pacers some issues. Looked like a foul under the basket there. I didn't see who was on. Looked like someone was holding German down low.
Believe that would have went against Chris Deese. And the rebound there from German. German puts it up. German will get fouled, and he'll shoot two. That going against Kendall Latney, his second, so he'll likely have a seat here.
Simeon German at the free throw line now, shooting just over 30% on the season for the Pacers.
Mason Grant set to check in for the Pacers. Isaac Jones for the Lions after German's first free throw. German knocking down the first. Grant comes in for McCoy. And Isaac Jones comes in for Spud Webb. He's going to take a seat, and they're going to leave in Kendall Latney with two fouls here with 12:56 left in this half.
And that ties the game at 11. Lions on a run here, being down 8-2 early, but have clawed their way back.
And 2-for-2 trip there for German. Gives the Pacers back the lead, 12-11, and the Lions looking to respond. Deese going to lose his balance. They're going to call it a foul. It's going to go against Davion Cunningham.
Yeah, Cunningham a bit too aggressive there, anticipating that handoff, going to get called for the foul.
Need a little bit of floor maintenance here. Round of applause for the custodial staff. And action resuming. Kendall Latney with it. He's guarded by Mason Grant. He loses the ball, keeps it inbounds. Isaac Jones with it now to Story. Story drives. Story going to draw a foul. I believe that's Ryjon Blackwell.
Yeah, got to step on Blackwell driving towards the baseline. Going to get called for a push there.
And Dwight Kennedy Jr. going to check into the game now. Blackwell will head to the line, or head to the bench, excuse me. Deese with it in the corner now. Kicks up to Jones. Latney driving on Grant. Kennedy stripped him, but Latney kept his handle. He drives in, spins, fires, way short, rebounded by German. And Husband going to run the offense. He's driving up ahead. The handoff. Caleb Bird in the game now for the Pacers. Bird with it. Bird been one of those hot shooters for the Pacers from the three-point line. Kennedy with it. Back to Bird. Bird to Husband now. Cross-court pass to Kennedy. They're trying to get it inside. Bird going to do so. He knifes his way in, kicks back out to Husband. Step back three for Husband. That's off the mark. And rebounded by the Lions. It's Isaac Jones. He feeds ahead to Devin Story. Deese with it. Deese down low to Latney. Latney back out to Story. To the corner, it's Jones. He fires a three. He finishes the shot. And gives the Lions the lead back 14-12 now.
A great ball movement there from the Lions, finding the open man in the corner, just one step away for the Pacers defense there.
Uncharacteristically cold offensive start for the Pacers here so far. Credit the Lions defense for that. Tyler Husband with it. Gets around the screen from Grant. Grant is going to drive in. Grant puts up a floater and gets the finish.
Yeah, we've made comments so far in the game that the Pacers love to take outside shots, but here so far they're looking to move the ball inside. Lions playing very aggressively, not allowing those inlet passes.
Drive in from Latney. Jones for three. Jones with another big bucket. The freshman, and a timeout from head coach Mark Vanderslice. It's 17-14, Emmanuel on top. We'll take a 60-second pause and be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. 17-14 the lead. Emmanuel University on top here. The Pacers struggling offensively so far, looking to break out of this bit of a slump here they've been in so far in this first half.
Yeah, really struggling from behind the line, really throwing the Pacers offense off. But on the other side, the Lions really getting it going from behind the lines. The Pacers defense struggling early as well.
Dwight Kennedy feeds into Mason Grant, who flew in from the baseline, got the pass, and gets the finish. What a play there from Mason Grant.
Good look from up top. Got behind the defense, able to run the baseline and fought through contact for the finish.
Feed inside to Elway. Gibson. Story kicks to the corner. It's Elway. Elway for three, off the mark, and tipped out of bounds by Story. One thing you're noticing so far here, Reeves, the corner shot seems to be open for the Lions tonight.
And something we saw in warm-ups is a lot of the Lions players are not scared to shoot from outside the arc. Very aggressive early, and it's showing.
Rubel with it now for the Pacers. He kicks to Grant. Grant thought about a three. He'll keep it instead. He kicks to Caleb Bird, who drives in. A pull-up baseline jumper off the mark. German tips it up, but it's rebounded by Devin Story. Lions on the run now. Spud Webb set to check back into the game. Yes, not that Spud Webb, but a Spud Webb. And the ball tipped out of bounds. That was Rubel knocking it out. And now Chris Deese and Spud Webb will check back into the game.
Great defense there by Rubel, making the ball be picked up. No outlet pass tipped out of bounds.
Kendall Latney along with Isaac Jones will step out of the game. Gibson with it. Gibson to Story. Story surveying. Finds Webb. Webb driving on Mason Grant. Webb spins. Webb kicks to the outside. It's Story off the mark, and it goes right to Rafael Rubel. Rubel spin move in transition. Rubel kicks to Bird. Bird for three. Off the mark, but rebounded by Simeon German, who nearly loses his balance. And he's going to get whistled for a travel every time there. Bad play there.
Yeah, Simeon German looked like he really just lost where he was on the court and jumped up after pulling that rebound pass. An unfortunate turnover there for the Pacers.
Got a little airborne unnecessarily there. Caleb Seiler, Jalen McCoy, Davion Cunningham back out on the floor for the Pacers.
A lot of subs early for both teams here.
Seiler seeing his first action of the game. Deese thought about a three, but Cunningham there to stop it. Rubel on the defensive side. There's Story with it. Now he's guarded by Blackwell. Now Webb with it. Webb to Elway. Inside to Deese. Deese driving on Cunningham. Loses him. Nice move there. It bounces in and out. Ball's loose. And Rubel comes away with it. That was a nifty move there from Deese to get the separation.
Yes, it was. Just could not get the bounce off the back iron.
And speaking of not getting the bounce, Rubel loses that one. McCoy flies in for the rebound. McCoy loses the ball there. Uncharacteristic turnover from him. It's in transition now. To Elway. Elway from the corner. Elway off the mark. Ball's loose. Rebounded by Blackwell. Fast and furious action here. Blackwell with the ball now. Going to slow things down or maybe not. Spins his way inside. Kicks off to McCoy. McCoy with the finish.
Jalen McCoy reading Blackwell there, driving in, wide open in the paint, and goes up with that left hand.
So Story will move it up now. Pacers back in the lead. 18-17 the score. Jasper Gibson with it. He's guarded by Rubel. Deese with it now. Deese to Elway. Elway guarded by Caleb Seiler. Deese again now. Gibson switches with Cunningham on him now. And a Story. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Deese, he's going to have to fire one up. Shot clock violation. They'll say Rubel had all ball on that one.
Great job by Rubel. They're able to get his hand in knowing the shot clock was running down. Wasn't sure they were going to call a foul or not, but it's going to go as a shot clock violation. Great defensive stop from the Pacers.
And that takes us to the under 8-minute media timeout. We'll take a pause and be back in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Both teams heading back out on the floor. It's 18-17, USC Aiken on top here over the Emmanuel University Lions.
Yeah, and as we've said it before, Jordan, here on the call, Pacers uncharacteristically cold from behind the line today, and the stat sheet shows it currently 0 for 6 from 3.
And again, this is a team that came into tonight shooting over 40% from behind the line as a team. Refs making sure everybody's uniforms are in order, telling Devin Story he's got to tuck it in. Davion Cunningham bringing the ball up the floor now. Cunningham, the screen from Seiler. He loses him. Cunningham pulls up. The finish. Little free throw line jumper there from Davion Cunningham.
Good job of Cunningham. Seiler coming down on the pick and roll, but was able to take a jump shot from the free throw line, up for 2.
Gives the Pacers a 3-point lead now, and it's down low with Ewe. He's guarded by Seiler. Back out to Spud Webb. Spud Webb gets it to Deese. Pull-up jumper off the mark, rebounded by Rubel. Rubel driving. Rubel to Blackwell, to the corner for Cunningham, who fires a 3. Strong. Rebounded by Deese. Pacers still looking for their first bucket from behind the line. Deese driving in. He kicks to Story, who fires a 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Seiler. Seiler nearly has it stolen away, but Rubel is there. Rubel to Blackwell now. Blackwell, guarded by Deese. To McCoy in the corner. McCoy drives in, backing down now. Up top to Blackwell. Rubel with it. Rubel fakes, drives. Rubel trapped, spins, fires, off the mark. Rebounded by Elway.
Strong rebound down low by Elway. Got inside of Seiler. Was able to go up strong.
Spud Webb now. It's Devin Story. Webb with it again. He drives. And that's going to be a foul. They're going to call that on Rubel.
Yeah, Rubel's going to get caught there for a reach-in. That's the Pacers' 4th foul here in the first.
We're going to see Cam Perkins check into the game for the Pacers, and Micah Roebuck comes on for the Lions. Coach Mark Vandersloot's not afraid to play his freshman. We've seen Tyler Husband on the floor, and now Cam Perkins as well. The inbound gets to Elway, and Seiler, bully ball, just takes it away from him. Strong defense there from Seiler. Blackwell fires up a 3, and Blackwell finally ending the drought from the 3-point range for the Pacers.
More defense leading to offense there for the Pacers. Got it down in transition, finding Blackwell open up top.
Gibson driving on Cunningham. He kicks to Elway up top. Elway off the mark and rebounded by Perkins. Perkins pushing. Perkins transition. Perkins to a trailing Blackwell, who fires a 3. Off the mark. Seiler tips it up, and Cunningham is there to get the rebound. Cunningham laughing about it. McCoy tried to get it inside. He loses it again. He loses it 3 times.
Tough break there for McCoy, just unable to get the pass off, looking inside, then outside as another loose ball goes out of bounds.
There were about 4 separate turnovers on that one possession, and it ends with the Pacers getting it. So the Pacers will have it. They'll take it out under the Emmanuel basket. Perkins gets the inbound, and he'll bring it up. Blackwell with it. Perkins to McCoy. McCoy driving. Back out to Perkins. Perkins fires a 3. Rims out. Lid on the basket for the Pacers here from beyond the arc.
And that's not the first time we've seen tonight. The Pacers are getting good looks and good shots up, just not able to get the roll on the basket.
23-17 the score. The Pacers lead up to 6 now. Story drives. He kicks back out to Gibson. Gibson gets around Cunningham and blocked. That was Seiler. Blackwell gets the full court pass too far out in front of him.
Another tough break there for the Pacers. Open man leading the charge and just a little bit too far out of reach of Blackwell, and another turnover.
And Massimo Moretti checking in, the 6'9 sophomore out of Napoli, Italy. Story bringing the ball up. Webb with it. Webb, the handoff to Moretti. Moretti to Roebuck. Roebuck guarded by Cam Perkins. Roebuck gets around him. Roebuck driving in, flips it up, and he's fouled.
Contact on Seiler there as he'll go to the line for 2.
Yeah, we're going to see Simeon German check back into the game now.
Michael Roebuck has yet to shoot a free throw here this season, so these will be his first in the stat book.
Roebuck, the 6-foot junior out of Royston, Georgia. He drains the first. And a 2-for-2 trip there from Roebuck makes it 23-19. The inbound to Perkins, fed ahead. Kennedy gets to it. Kennedy driving on Gibson. Puts up a prayer. I think he thought there was contact. He was going to draw a foul there. He does not.
A lot of contact on that play, but we play on.
The 3 from Webb, way short. Misses everything except the rim. And that leads us to a full media timeout. 23-19, your score. 3:49 left in the first half. Welcome back, everyone. 23-19, your score. We got a 23-19, 3:49 left here in the first half. The Pacers on top of the Emmanuel Lions, and they'll take it out. Davion Cunningham gets the inbound. Cunningham driving. Cunningham takes it himself, coast to coast finger roll finish for Davion Cunningham.
Hard to stop that. Cunningham coming in with a full head of steam. Really, the Lions anticipating an outlet pass there, but he takes it up strong.
Spud Webb driving in on Jalen McCoy. McCoy. Moretti with it now. Moretti finds Story. Story pulls up from 3. Off the mark. Rebounded by Kennedy now. Kennedy pushing the pace a little bit here. Back out to Cam Perkins. Ace is going a little small here. Perkins and Kennedy on the floor together. German at the 5. Inside to McCoy. McCoy up top to Cunningham. Kennedy now. Kennedy to the corner. It's Perkins for 3. Off the mark. Tipped up, but no. Spud Webb comes away with the rebound. Webb directing traffic. Fakes. Kicks out to Moretti. Moretti guarded at the 3-point line by German, but it won't matter. Moretti with the big 3. Cuts the lead in half for the Pacers.
And good defense there from the Pacers. Moretti just with the perfect shot up for 3.
Perkins driving now. That pass nearly stolen by McCoy. Perkins with it. Perkins back to Kennedy. Kennedy pulls up. Little floater, giant killer. Off the mark. Simeon German going up strong. And it's going to go out. Or no, they'll say it's a foul. That'll be called on Massimo Moretti.
Big rebound there from German. I thought they might have called the ball for going out of bounds off the bottom of the backboard there, but a foul was called before, and German will go back to the line. 2 for 2 on the afternoon, with 4 substitutions coming in for the Lions.
German 50% from the line on the season. And increases that percentage there. Caleb Bird is going to check in for Kennedy. Chris Deese, along with Kendall Latney. I see Eliseo and Isaac Jones coming onto the floor. And German 2 for 2. He's 4 for 4 from the line tonight. The pass over to Webb. Webb feeds it ahead. It's Gibson. Deese. Back to Webb now. Webb driving. Webb probably could have gotten called for a travel there, but he won't. Elway with it. Elway drives inside. Elway gets the finish and one.
Looks like Cam Perkins going to be called there for the foul for the Pacers. Trying to get the feet set, just came in a step late.
Blocking foul for Perkins sets up a 3-point play opportunity for Eliseo. I don't think anybody realized that was an and one, not a 2-point. 2 free throws. What is?
Yeah, that's a first for me. I have never seen that.
I think the officials are confused. That was an and one.
Appeared to be a strong rebound from Cam Perkins.
Yeah, he made. Okay, so the Pacers will get possession there. I think everybody was confused on that one.
Yeah,
even the players were confused. Nobody really realized that it was an and one except for you and me, partner.
Yeah, Coach Vandersloot is screaming for an explanation over there on the Pacers sideline, but we play on.
McCoy with it. McCoy gets around Spud Webb. He drives inside, turns, fires, finishes. Doesn't matter what kind of defense you play on him. That's shots money every time.
And Jalen McCoy early in this game driving left there, takes a step back, drives right, and then it'll go up strong again for the Pacers.
8 points for McCoy so far. Latney driving on Caleb Bird. He gets to Webb. It's Deese with it now. Deese to the corner for Elway. Elway guarded by German. He gets around him, and a foul on the floor. Going to go against German.
German going to get called for a foul there on the drive, as they did say not a shooting foul, so the Lions will get it on the baseline. Oh, excuse me, they're going to the free throw line.
They originally waved it off, said it was on the floor, but now I guess we're going to shoot 2.
But it appears that the Lions are in the bonus.
That'll do it. So the first of 2 made here for Elway.
Unique here, the Lions have 3 players back. Nobody on the left side here in the paint.
So 2 for 2 there, and it won't matter. Caleb Bird's going to bring it up for the Pacers. Bird to McCoy. McCoy driving. McCoy spins, fires, finishes at the basket. Under 1 minute now. 31-26 your score.
Jalen McCoy, the first double-digit scorer for the Pacers here, 10 in the first half.
Latney, he's guarded by Bird. Latney up top to Webb. Webb fakes the 3, drives inside, kicks out to Latney again. Latney driving. Latney pulls up from the free throw line, rattles one in. Pacers going to likely run this clock down as far as they can get it. It's Cam Perkins. He's guarded by Deese.
A little over a 5-second difference here between shot clock and game clock.
To McCoy. The ball's knocked loose, but McCoy keeps possession. McCoy driving. McCoy back to Bird. Bird for 3. Bird drops it in.
Great job there by Jalen McCoy. Shot clock gurning down.
Long 3 there. Nearly banks in, but off the mark. And Caleb Bird makes the lead 6 here. 34-28 after 20. We're going to take a 15-minute intermission, and we'll be back with the second half in just a moment. Welcome back, everyone. Second half action set to get started here between the USC Aiken Pacers and the Emmanuel University Lions. I'm Jordan Phillips. He's Reeves Altman with the action for you tonight. Reeves, it was a battle between these two teams in the first half.
It was, and compared to what we've been seeing, a very low-scoring outing from both sides. I mean, even though the Lions come into this game with a record of 1-3, they have put close to triple digits in all four of their contests. And something to keep an eye on moving down the stretch. The Pacers coming out in the first half 2 for 12 from 3, and the Lions 6 for 21. So both teams struggling, but not afraid as they kick off with a 3 here.
And Ewe is off the mark with that one. LSA Ewe was 0 for 1. Excuse me, he was 1 for 5. Now he's 1 for 6. Rafael Rubel with the ball for the Pacers. He kicks to Cunningham. He kicks to Blackwell. Back to Cunningham now. Back to Rubel. Rubel finds Cunningham again. Cunningham inside to McCoy. McCoy puts up a shot off the mark. Delva, who started the first half for the Pacers, he starts the second one as well. Cunningham pulls up for 3. Short. Rebounded by Spud Webb.
Yeah, haven't seen much of Jeanette Delva here early. Is a deep 3 on the way. My goodness.
Chris Deese drops in the three-pointer. And Blackwell feeds inside to McCoy. McCoy is going to draw the foul.
McCoy driving in there, able to draw contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. McCoy with 10 points there in the first half. And going to the charity stripe, McCoy just over 62% on the year, 14 of 25 on the season.
And he sinks the first. Off the mark, bouncing off the front of the iron and rebounded.
Rajon Blackwell almost got a hand on that rebound.
It'll be Kendall Latney driving in. Latney flips it back to Jasper Gibson. Gibson to Ewe. Ewe guarded by Rubel. It's back to Webb now. Webb drives on McCoy. McCoy, the handoff to Ewe, and Ewe gets the finish.
Yeah, Delva went up there a bit too strong, as might have an injury time out here. Delva coming up limping on that right leg.
And he'll step off. Simeon German will check into the game.
Yeah, Delva went up early for that last rebound, but just a little too early, just out of his reach.
Rubel feeds inside to McCoy. Backdoor cutting is Rajon Blackwell. Up and under the finish from Rajon Blackwell.
An aggressive drive there by Blackwell, going with the reverse layup as he converts for 2.
It'll be Spud Webb with it. He's guarded by McCoy. Webb driving in. Webb puts it up. German. Looked like he played for Coach Glenn Cox's volleyball squad right there. He spiked that one into the seats.
Good double team there by the Pacers. McCoy had him one-on-one. German came from behind for the clean block, sending the ball out in front of the Lions bench.
Latney with it now. He's guarded by Rajon Blackwell. Blackwell calling for it. Blackwell staying with him. Latney kicks out to Deese. Deese nearly loses his footing. It's Gibson with it. Gibson puts up a prayer off the mark and rebounded by Rubel. Rubel, long feed ahead to McCoy. McCoy feeds it to Cunningham, who cuts in and gets the finish.
Pacers running down the court very effectively there. McCoy looking to go up for the shot, but found the Cunningham up for 2.
11 for McCoy, 10 for Cunningham. And a foul call there. I was expecting that one as soon as I saw that play.
About to say a late whistle there, but German's going to be called for the contact there.
So shooting 2 will be LSA Uwe.
And away, a very effective free throw shooter for the Lions, shooting 78% on the season.
So 39-34 Elway to shoot here, and Massimo Moretti is going to check in for him after these free throws. And Elway sinks the second, cuts the lead to 4. Perkins gets it. Perkins drives in. He's off the mark. German is there to get the rebound. Kicks out. Oh, just overshot Rajon Blackwell. And that'll be a backcourt violation.
Another tough break there for the Pacers. Cam Perkins on that shot, it looked like he was going to pass, but just kind of got caught in the air. German there for the rebound on the shot, but just out of the reach of Blackwell. But great job, floor awareness there from Blackwell to see that one of the Lions' defenders was coming to steal the ball.
And German just at a bad position there, but it will be with the Lions as Gibson drives in. Gibson to Moretti. Moretti for 3. 2 for 2 from behind the line for Massimo Moretti.
And Moretti setting up just at the top of the three-point line as Coach Vanderslice is going to call a timeout here. We have a one-point game.
1-point game heading into a full timeout. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Welcome back, everyone. 39-38 score. The Pacers with the lead. Cunningham kicks to Perkins. Perkins to McCoy to the corner. Blackwell wide open 3. Finishes. Great shot there from Blackwell.
Blackwell, good off-the-ball movement there. Getting behind the Lions defense there as a strong rebound going up.
Chris Deese getting that one off the miss from Gibson. Webb kicks back to Gibson, who gets it to Deese again. Moretti on the line. You got to watch him. Dangerous scorer from outside, and he's going to pop one. And it rattles out. It's going to go out off of Latney. It'll be Pacer ball. And that takes us to our second full media timeout. It's a 4-point game, 42-38, Pacers on top. Welcome back, everyone. Both teams back out on the floor now. 42-38 your score. Pacers on top. Jordan Phillips, Reeves Altman on the call for you tonight. And the Pacers will have the ball. Been a rough go offensively tonight, Reeves, for the Pacers, but they do have the lead defensively. They've been solid.
Yeah, Pacers, as we've said plenty of times tonight, struggling from behind the line. Rajon Blackwell not afraid as he got it going early here in the second, but Pacers defense really keeping him in the game.
And Blackwell knifing his way inside.
Blackwell being very effective down low as well. That's his second tough basket down in the paint.
Never been afraid to go down and play with the big boys as Rajon Blackwell. The drive in from Gibson. A little bit of contact there, but it'll go out off of Simeon German and will stay with the Lions.
Yeah, dangerous there from Simeon German. Looks like his hand got a piece of the net there, but the ball goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lions.
Three from Moretti. Off the mark, foul on the floor. I believe it's going to go against the Pacers, and it will. It's going to go against Davion Cunningham.
Yeah, going up for the rebound there. Cunningham going to get hit with a foul. That's his third. That's the team's third this half.
Inbounded the ball, does Story. It goes to Webb. Webb driving in. Webb pulls up and gets the finish, his first points of the second half. He's up to 8 now. Pacers have done a good job of limiting his offensive impact tonight, coming into the night, scoring 24 a game.
Yeah, great shot by Webb there on the hook shot, getting it over the reach of German and McCoy on the interior.
McCoy driving in on Moretti. Rims out, but tipped back in by Simeon German. And I believe a turnover here. It's going to be Pacer basketball.
Yeah, I'm not sure the inbounder for the Lions got fully set out of bounds.
I believe that's going to be the call. So it'll be Pacer basketball into the corner for Bird. Bird up top to Blackwell. Fires a three and finds the bucket. Stretches the lead up to 9. That's the largest of the night for the Pacers.
And Blackwell struggled in the first half. In the second half, he's 2 for 2 from behind the line. The Pacers coming out in full court pressure here.
The three from Gibson, off the mark. Moretti can't get the rebound, and McCoy has it now. The Pacers are running. Bird with it. Bird leaves it for Blackwell, who fires another three off the front of the iron and rebounded by Blackwell. Who else?
Good job by Blackwell there to follow his shot. Knew it came up short. Was able to get to it in time.
Bird feeds inside to McCoy. McCoy gets around the defense. Rims out. How often do we see him make that shot? German can't get the finish. And the rebound goes to the Lions. Skip pass leads Gibson. He had to run for it, but he gets to it. Perkins, long pass across to Chris Deese. And Rajon Blackwell playing safety there, tipping that one out of bounds.
Just getting his hand on it. And very odd stretch of basketball there, Jordan. Just a dangerous inbound pass down here. Lions saving it under the opponent's basket. And then a long cross-court pass just almost out of the reach of number 33, Gibson. But the Lions keep the ball.
Kendall Latney, LSA LA, and Isaac Jones back on the floor now for the Lions. The pass is intercepted by Mason Grant. Mason Grant feeds to Blackwell. Blackwell can't get his way to the basket, so he comes back out. Feeds inside to Grant. Grant now going to work. Grant turns, fires off the mark. German, big rebound, but stripped away by Latney. Kendall Latney taking that one away.
And tough break there from German. That was his second straight offensive rebound in 2 possessions for the Pacers, but brought the ball down low as it turns into a 3 for the Lions.
And Isaac Jones getting that bucket. And a 30-second timeout taken. A little bit of hectic action here, Reeves. These two teams, neither one really slowing down. A lot of pace being played here.
Yeah, it seems like both teams are kind of playing the same game here. They both go on runs at the same time. They both get into foul trouble at the same time. So really both teams not having a lot of chances to set up their offense, but Simeon German making his presence known right now. Strong rebounds down in the paint. Also with that block a few minutes ago, just playing really good basketball right now.
Playing really solid big man basketball from him. We haven't seen a whole lot of Caleb Seiler here in this second half. I'm wondering if we're going to see Simeon German get a little bit of a break here soon from either Seiler or Delva, but for right now, he's going to stay in the game. Raphael Rubel is going to check in along with Rajon Blackwell, Mason Grant, and Caleb Bird. And it'll be Pacer basketball to start things off.
Lions coming out here to full court pressure, something that's given the Pacers trouble in the last couple weeks.
Rubel bringing the ball up. German sets the screen. Bird with it to Blackwell now. Blackwell sets the screen. Blackwell pulls up. Blackwell gets the bucket.
Simeon German doing a great job there, not really drawing a screen, but able to pull the defense with him, giving Rajon Blackwell an open jump shot.
And a little bit of a bump there from German is going to call a foul. Nothing with the hands, but you got to watch the hip as well. German a little bit leaning into that one a little bit.
It's something to watch here. Simeon German getting a lot of minutes here for the Pacers, but that's his third foul.
So far, nobody standing up from the Pacer bench. So it looks like German's going to stay in for now at least. No, never mind. Caleb Seiler will stand up. John Canoye and Micah Roebuck will check in for the Lions. And 2-for-2 trip there. 51-45 your score. Caleb Bird gets the inbound. He hits it ahead to Blackwell. Blackwell's trapped. Got to get it across the court. And half court they do. Raphael Rubel was the intended target, but it's picked off by Latney. Latney leaves it for Webb. Webb drives inside, kicks to Canoye, and Canoye gets the finish.
Canoye, great post play there. Saw number 21 Grant go up strong for the Pacers, able to pump fake, go under for two.
A lot of long passes from the Pacers right now. Bird gets that one. Bird driving, kicks to Rubel. Rubel wide open for three. Off the mark. Seiler tips it up. Seiler tips it up again. He comes away with it. And a foul. That'll go against Latney. That's his second, or his third, excuse me.
Dangerous there from Seiler. Had an elbow down there, but it's going to be a defensive foul. The Pacers going to keep the ball.
So Davion Cunningham will come on for Rajon Blackwell, and it'll be Pacer ball under the rim. To Grant now. Grant driving, leaves it and gets the finish.
Good job there from Grant to take it himself. Pretty clean defense as well, but goes up strong.
6-point lead for the Pacers now. 12-10 left here in the second half. Roebuck with it. Roebuck. Webb now driving. Webb loses the ball, but it goes right to Kendall Latney, who's guarded by Bird. Latney drives. Latney kicks it back to Roebuck. Story now fakes and drives. I think that one got tipped, and Rubel can't quite corral it, and he goes out of bounds with it.
Good defense from the Pacers there. Rubel just unable to keep his momentum from pulling him out of bounds, taking us into a timeout.
That takes us into the full media timeout. 11:48 left in the game. The Lions will have the ball with 2 to shoot when we come back. Welcome back, everyone. 53-47, Pacers with the lead. Lions with the ball, and they'll have 2 to shoot here on this inbound. The inbound set. The throw in, and the ball's loose. And a shot clock violation. Great defense there on the inbound pass from the Pacers.
Yeah, absolutely. Very close to a jump ball there, but the shot clock expired before the call was made, and they go back to the Pacers.
So Jalen McCoy will inbound it now. Ooh, big time screen there from Caleb Seiler. And Rubel gets the rebound. A little bit of an embellishment there from Deese, but he's back up.
Yes, slow to get up, but he's back playing defense now on Cunningham for the Pacers.
I think it looked a lot worse than it was. Bird driving in. Bird tried to go up and under, and he hit the bottom of the rim.
Yeah, hard contact on that, but a clean screen there from Seiler. Ball back to the Lions.
Hard screen, but a clean screen, and we're going to see Isaac Jones thinking, comes back on now, and Roebuck will head to the floor. A lot of confusion here, and the inbound finally comes in. It's Devin Story. Deese goes in, gets blocked, and rebounded by McCoy. Rubel with it now. Rubel controlling the offense. Loses the ball. Diving for it is Deese.
Foul's going to be called on that. Not sure who it's on yet.
Going to be on Deese.
Good defense there from Deese. Although he had the foul called on him. Aggressive, almost getting the ball back for the Lions.
So McCoy will inbound in the backcourt. Rubel running the offense. He hands it off to Cunningham. Cunningham to McCoy. McCoy back to Rubel. Rubel thought about a three, instead feeds it inside to McCoy. McCoy puts up the jump hook off the mark. Ball's bouncing around. Seiler couldn't quite bring it down. A lot of bodies hitting the floor recently. Story now to the corner for Deese. Finds the bottom. Big time shot there from Chris Deese.
Good transition, no hesitation there from Deese. Nothing but net, and they cut the lead to 3 here with just over 10 minutes to play.
They've hung around here in this game. Tried to feed it in to cutting Davion Cunningham, but I think it went off a foot. McCoy now with a chance, and McCoy going to get the blocking foul.
Yeah, like you said a few minutes ago, a lot of bodies on the floor here. Aggressive defense being played by both sides. Trying to get a charge called on McCoy there. Looks like he was set in a restricted area, though. It was a shooting foul, so McCoy's going to the line.
Floor maintenance going on here. We got we even brought in the big guns. Associate head coach TJ Knight even now on the floor with a towel there to help out. McCoy knocks down the first. 2-for-2 trip from McCoy gives the Pacers a 5-point lead. And driving in and getting the finish was Latney over Seiler.
Definite size mismatch there, from Latney, but able to read Seiler and go up for two.
Caleb Bird bringing it up. Bird gets it inside to Seiler. Backdoor cuts. Bird off the mark, flying in for the rebound, but not getting it. Devin Story comes away with it, and now Deese a long three off the mark. Ball rebounded by Latney. Deese with it again. Deese drives, kicks to Story. The handoff. It's Webb with it now. Webb. That ball.
Great pass there from Webb, getting it around Seiler in for the basket.
Makes it a 1-point game now, 55-54. Rafael Rubel with the ball. Cam Perkins set to check in. Cunningham with it now. Cunningham gets to McCoy, now to Rubel. Rubel thought about a three, instead feeds inside to Seiler. Seiler goes up strong, off the marks. McCoy is there for the rebound. He gets the up and under for the finish.
Jalen McCoy perfectly placed on the backside block there, got inside position, goes up strong for the rebound and for the putback two.
And Seiler going to be called for the foul. Kendall Latney with the N1 opportunity.
That's the second straight time we've seen Latney go right at Seiler. Got an inside step there, draws the contact, and he'll go to the line for two. For one.
For one, yes, indeed. Cam Perkins back on the floor, along with Rajon Blackwell for the Pacers, and Simeon German. Looks like he's going to head in for Seiler here in just a moment.
And Latney very effective at the free throw line for the Lions, shooting 77% on the season.
And he continues that streak there, knocking down that one. It's a tie ball game. Blackwell with it. Blackwell to McCoy. McCoy to Perkins. Perkins moves it ahead to Cunningham. Cunningham driving in. Cunningham finger roll finish for Davion Cunningham in transition.
Great movement to break the full court pressure from the Pacers.
Latney goes up strong through the contact.
Back-to-back baskets for Latney over Seiler. It's a dangerous pass taken away.
Latney there again. Latney doing it all for the Lions right now as McCoy blocks that shot from Webb, and Blackwell is there. Now Blackwell wants to slow things down. Tie ball game here.
Good job by Blackwell to get out of that. He was originally triple teamed on that deflected pass, but is able to keep possession alive.
Blackwell directing traffic. Drives, feeds inside to Seiler. Seiler loses it. Now Cunningham with it. Cunningham feeds inside. It's McCoy. McCoy loses the ball. Foul on the floor. It's going to be 3 seconds to shoot here. And it looks like it's going to be a full media timeout here, and we'll wait for the call. And that will take us to a 60-second pause. We'll be back with 7:37 left in the game. Welcome back, everyone. Pacers with the ball. 20 on the shot clock. 7:37 left here in the first half. Cam Perkins will be inbounding the ball. 59 all, your score. Here with the Emmanuel Lions of the University of Emmanuel as Caleb Seiler gets the putback there. The Emmanuel University Lions trailing now by 2.
That's a signature inbound pass with the shot clock coming down from Coach Vanderslice, but McCoy unable to get the finish, but Seiler right there for the putback.
Extended minutes for Seiler here.
Simeon German on the bench with 3 fouls for the Pacers.
And that shot off the mark, that was LSA Ewe. Cunningham puts it up for Seiler. Seiler to Blackwell. Blackwell driving. Blackwell steps back. Long 2 off the mark. McCoy tips it up for Cunningham, who's there, and he's rejected. McCoy tips it out. Ball's bouncing, and it's going to go out off of the Pacers to the Lions.
More heavy contact with Ryjon Blackwell putting his body on the line.
And as we've grown accustomed to over this last couple of years with him here, he's not afraid to do that. Mason Grant will come in now for the Pacers.
Something you'd love to see, especially from veteran players. Ryjon Blackwell not scared to shoot from behind the arc, but also not scared to go up with the post players down in the paint.
Blackwell always willing to put it all on the line for his team, and you're seeing that tonight. 61-59, Pacers with the lead. That ball knocked loose by Davion Cunningham, and a timeout taken.
Timeout was called as Coach Vanderslice looking for a double dribble.
He's also saying that they never had possession of the ball, which that's arguable, but either way, it won't really matter. The call will stand. It will be a timeout, and the Lions will have the ball. They'll have 9 seconds on the shot clock once this timeout ends. 6:42 left here. The Pacers up by 2.
Yeah, as we mentioned earlier in the timeout, something that this game might come down to is free throws. Both teams shooting very well. The Lions 9 for 10 from the charity stripe, and then the Pacers 7 for 10. But both teams still struggling from behind the line, but not scared to put it up. The Lions are 10 for 32, and the Pacers 4 for 18 on the night.
And just an uncharacteristic performance from the Pacers from three-point range. Like you said, we're talking about a team shooting over 40% as a team coming into tonight, shooting just 22 right now. An uncharacteristic night from them, but it says a lot about this team that they still have the lead in that case. The inbound goes to Spud Webb, who gets fouled. That's going to be Mason Grant called for that.
Yeah, Grant got a hand on that shot, but it looks like he held the shoulder as Webb went up, which will send him to the free throw line.
Webb knocks down the first, and German's going to come in for Caleb Seiler.
Something to keep your eyes on here. German checking back into the game here with 6:39 left with 3 fouls on the afternoon.
The free throw to tie it here from Webb. And he will do so. Perkins bringing it up now. Perkins to Blackwell. Blackwell finds Cunningham. Cunningham inside to Grant. Grant with a lot of room. And his shot falls in after the contact with LSA Uwe.
Good job by Webb there, by Grant to take it up strong.
To the corner. Spud Webb thought about a 3. Instead, he'll drive in. And a blocking foul called against Ryjon Blackwell.
That Blackwell unhappy with that call. Thought he got his feet set. It'll send Webb to the free throw line.
And important to note now, Emmanuel will be in the bonus for the rest of the game.
Yeah, Emmanuel in the bonus. Pacers with 7 fouls, but Pacers not far behind the Lions with 5 on the night as well.
So it'll be a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Webb as he sinks the first, cuts the lead to 1. Jasper Gibson back in this game. Another tie ball game. Cunningham bringing the ball up. He gets it to Perkins. Perkins, the handoff to Grant. Blackwell, now to Cunningham. Cunningham, wide open three. Drops in for Davion Cunningham.
Much needed basket here for the Pacers, not just from behind the line, but just from the offense overall, stretching the lead now back to 3.
15 points for Cunningham and for Ryjon Blackwell. Now they need a stop. The drive in from Story. The giant killer off the mark, rebounded by German. German
looking for an outlet pass.
Needed to get it out, and he does so to Blackwell. Blackwell crossing half court. Start from Blackwell. Perkins with it now. Perkins inside to Grant. Grant driving in. Grant puts up a floater and gets the finish. 5-point lead for the Pacers now with 5:06 left in the game.
Grant, 2 quick baskets and 3 possessions here for the Pacers. After not a lot of minutes here tonight.
And that's going to go out. Unforced error there, and it's a turnover.
Yeah, it looked to be a miscommunication there from the Lions. Pass went inside as the
Chris Deese, along with Isaac Jones on the floor now. Cunningham bringing the ball up. He hands off to Perkins. Perkins getting set. Perkins inside to German. German tried to get it to Blackwell in the corner, but it was tipped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Pacers.
14 on the shot clock, so no need to force a shot here.
It'll be Cunningham doing the honors on the inbound. Somebody got to get open, and he does. It does German. Cunningham with it. Cunningham to Perkins now. Perkins cutting. Cunningham again now. Cunningham drive in. Pulls up. Contested. Off the mark. And rebounded by Latney.
Lots of contact down low by both teams, but no foul.
Jones in the corner for 3. Contested by Cunningham, but it falls. 2-point lead now.
Not much more Cunningham could do there. He was right on him defensively, but the shot falls. We had a 2-point ball game.
Big-time shot from the freshman Isaac Jones. Cunningham with it. Cunningham, the screen from German. Cunningham to Blackwell now. Blackwell calling for a screen. He'll get one. Blackwell to the corner. Perkins blocked. 2 on the shot clock. Perkins fires it up, hits the rim, and rebounded by the Lions. Pacers need to stop. 3:41 left. And another miscommunication. And that takes us to a final full media timeout. 60 seconds. We will pause and be back with this thrilling matchup. 68-66 your score. Welcome back, everyone. 68-66 your score. 3:38 left to play. Pacers have the ball. What a contest we've had so far tonight, Reeves.
Absolutely, back and forth. Just when you think one team is in control, the other one goes on an 8-0 run, a 6-0 run, and it's a 2-point ball game with less than 3 minutes left. And As you mentioned earlier, the Lions in the bonus for the remainder of this game, so the Pacers are going to need to be very disciplined, and that's going to play into something as the Lions are 13 for 14 on the night from the free throw line.
Cam Perkins will bring it up for the Pacers. Rajon Blackwell, Jalen McCoy, Davion Cunningham, and Mason Grant, the 5 on the floor for the Pacers. They're going small. Blackwell driving inside, kicks it out to Perkins. Perkins up top to Cunningham. Blackwell from the corner for 3. Bottoms from Rajon Blackwell.
Struggled from behind the line all night, even had a hand in his face there, but Rajon Blackwell not scared to go up strong. There's a hard foul on the other side.
And a foul, that's called on Mason Grant.
Didn't appear to be anything intentional, just looked like a transition foul going up for a shot there.
A lot of contact, but so Latney will shoot 2 here. He's 3 for 3 on the night. 5-point lead for the Pacers. Going to clean up some moisture on the floor before we shoot. And first falls for Latney. Two for 2 from Latney there. Makes it a 3-point game. With 3:14 left to play, the inbound goes to Rubel. Rubel trapped down low, long pass across to Cunningham, and Cunningham's on the run. Cunningham lost the ball, goes up strong, gets the finish off the glass.
Good job there from Cunningham not to panic when he lost that ball, still able to go up strong and extend the Pacers' lead.
Latney with it, he hands off to Webb. Webb to the corner. Deese driving in. He's guarded by Cunningham. The handoff to Latney. Latney fires a 3. Latney off the mark, and it's rebounded by Rubel. Cunningham pushing the pace now to Blackwell. Blackwell drives. Blackwell loses the ball, and it'll be a jump ball. Possession error to the Pacers.
I believe that's our first jump ball here on the night. It's a great job down there by Rubel off the missed shot, getting down low in the post, able to pull that rebound for the Pacers.
The inbound goes to McCoy, now to Blackwell. Blackwell inside to Mason Grant. Grant off the mark. Ball's loose. Grant gets his own rebound. Ball's still on the ground. It's bouncing around. Davion Cunningham comes away with it. Now it's bouncing even more. Out of bounds, Pacer ball.
Really not sure what went on there. Not really sure who got the ball where, but they're going to say it stays with the Pacers.
Ball was on the ground, bouncing around a lot. But it'll stay with the Pacers now.
Good hustle there by Grant, keeping that possession alive for the Pacers. Never really able to retain it after that first shot. But Pacers still have the ball with 14 on the shot clock.
Rubel feeds it up to Mason Grant. Grant to Blackwell now. Blackwell driving. Blackwell puts up a floater, bounces out, and rebounded by Story. 5-point lead for the Pacers now. 2 minutes left to play. Webb drives in off the side of the backboard. Grant. And the Pacers had an opportunity at a breakaway there, but it got tipped up.
And we have an official timeout there. Tough break for the Pacers. They were looking to push on offense, but the Lions got a hand on it, and they're going to take the ball out of bounds. I'm still not sure what that timeout was for.
I believe a shot clock disparity possibly. Either way, it'll be Lion ball. Webb has it, and he's directing traffic. 5-point lead, 1:45 left. Deese driving in. Deese pulls up from the free throw line. His shot off the mark. Rebounded by Cunningham. Cunningham, they're going to call foul.
Good rebound there from Cunningham going up strong. That's the team's 6th for the Lions.
That brings on Micah Roebuck and John Canoye.
Full court pressure here from the Lions on the Pacers inbound.
And a timeout taken. And it'll be a 30-second timeout. A tight game here. 5 points separating these two teams. Reeves, what's your message to the Pacers in this huddle right here?
Protect the ball, get it across half court. Pacers been a little dangerous on these cross-court passes. The Lions been doing a good job intercepting, finding tip balls, and getting more shots for their possessions. But overall, in this sense of the game for both sides, this is exactly what you're looking for in preseason games. You know, the Pacers, no stranger to any team from Conference Carolinas, but I think games like this is going to help both teams down the stretch once we get into conference play.
And Simeon German checking in here. He's going to come in for the Pacers. They had been going small there for a while. He's probably going to come in for Mason Grant, and that looks to be the case. McCoy, Rubel, Cunningham, and Blackwell, the 5 on the floor for the Pacers. For the Lions, it'll be Hatney, Roebuck, Webb, Story, and Canoye.
Yeah, Pacers still going small here. Simeon German back on the floor. Jalen McCoy will go to a power forward position here as we've been accustomed to seeing him play more guard play here early in the season.
3-guard lineup for the Pacers. Inside to Rubel. Rubel gets around Blackwell. Rubel lost the ball, or at least it looked like he did. It looked like he was trying to get it to Cunningham.
Ball almost went out of bounds, but great hustle there from Cunningham to keep the ball in.
Cunningham directing traffic now. He passes it off to McCoy, who gets the jump hook finish from McCoy. Makes the lead 7 with 1:17 left in the game. Story with it. Story to Webb. Ball's loose, but Webb keeps it. McCoy doing a great job there. From the corner, the 3 for Devin Story. 4-point game, 1 minute left to play, and another timeout taken.
And just when you think the Pacers on a run here to kind of put it out of reach, a contested 3, Blackwell right on top of Story there in the corner, but he's able to knock it down for 3.
And that was Story's first made basket of the night. He was 0 for 6 from the field, 0 for 4 from behind the line. So a big-time shot there from Story makes this a 4-point game with 1 minute left in regulation.
And it's going to be interesting to see coming out of this timeout. The Lions are 1 foul away from putting the Pacers into the bonus here. So they don't want to be too aggressive on offense to send the Pacers to the free throw line every single time. So it's going to be an interesting 60 seconds we have coming up.
You got enough time here to kind of feel it out, see what the Pacers do, and then, try to respond quickly on offense. You want to probably be aggressive on the inbound, try to take that away, but we'll see what happens with the Lions defense here. 75-71 your score. Lions in the bonus. Pacers, as Reeves mentioned, 1 foul away from that distinction as well.
And the Lions have really turned up on the defensive side of the ball, especially on these inbound passes. Pacers using almost all of their 10 seconds to get it across half court, and even then, it's still dangerous passes to try and get it across.
A highly contested match between these two teams. Both of these guys coming in hungry, as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast. Emmanuel 1-3 on the season, but still performing well in those losses and looking to kind of right the ship here a little bit. The Pacers looking to continue their winning ways as they're 4-0, or looking to go 4-0. It'll be Jalen McCoy to inbound. McCoy finds Rubel. Rubel to Blackwell. Ball's loose, and the Pacers lose the ball. Hatney loses it. Roebuck drives in. Roebuck gets the finish off the glass, and just like that, it's a 2-point game.
And that is exactly what the Pacers were trying to avoid.
McCoy to Rubel, now to Blackwell. Okay, the Pacers on the run now. Pacers pull up. Off the mark. Ill-advised shot there from Ryjon Blackwell. You got to be a little smarter than that.
And a foul on German. That's going to be his 4th here.
And that's going to send the Lions to the line with a chance to tie this ball game. Just an ill-advised play there from the Pacers all around.
An unbelievable turn of events here. The Pacers well in control with a 7-point lead after going on a run offensively. And within 12 seconds of game time, we have a 2-point game.
And it'll be Kendall Latney who's a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line tonight. Excuse me, he's 3 for 3, and that makes it 4 for 4. And Latney stays perfect from the charity stripe. Tie ball game. Pacers with 44 seconds left. They need a bucket more than anything right now.
Yes, they do.
In desperate need of a bucket right here. Blackwell directing traffic. Deese on defense to Cunningham now. Cunningham to German. German inside to McCoy. McCoy goes up strong and gets the finish and one. Jalen McCoy, ice in his veins with the big-time finish.
I really don't have much to say there. Jalen McCoy takes the contact with the reverse layup. I'm pretty sure that hit the rafters here at the Convocation Center, but is able to come down. We'll see if McCoy can finish the and one with 26 seconds remaining. Shot clock is off.
And Mason Grant's going to check in for Simeon German.
Wow, what a play from Jalen McCoy.
Huge play there from McCoy. Pacers need this free throw. And McCoy knocks it down. 3-point game, 26 seconds left. Shot clock is off. Devin Story bringing the ball up. Rajon Blackwell on defense. They're going quick. Story thought about it. Instead, he'll hand off to Spud Webb. Latney. Latney drives in. Latney fouls.
Looks like that foul's going to go there on number 21, Grant. Going to be called for a push there on transition. It is in the act of shooting, so he'll go to the line to potentially make this a 1-point game with 12 seconds left.
And that's going to bring German back on the floor. Looks like the plan there all along was to foul.
German, imagine, will come in for Grant here to get size on the interior for the Pacers.
As Latney makes the first. Latney perfect from the line, as we mentioned. Interesting to see if he tries to miss this one or not. And remember, it has to hit the rim. It does, and rattles in. Timeout taken. Or no timeout. It'll just be substitutions here. Isaac Jones, Micah Roebuck. On the floor now for the Lions. 12 seconds left.
And remember, Pacers struggled to get the inbound pass in earlier.
And they get it in. Blackwell with it. Blackwell. No foul. Finally.
There it is. Waited a long time. 4 seconds of game clock came off before Blackwell was fouled.
And especially considering that, even if Blackwell hits both of these free throws, the Lions can tie this game with a three-pointer. I'm surprised it took them as long as it did to foul. I figured they'd be on him immediately. So a 1-point game. Rajon Blackwell at the free throw line. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Chris Deese comes on along with LSA Ewe. Blackwell off the mark. Mason Grant goes up big. Tried to get the out of bounds call. 1-point game. Deese a three. Way off the mark, and the Pacers survive and advance. Sometimes that's all you can hope for, and that's what they get right there. Goodness gracious, what a chaotic ending.
I'm still trying to process what happened there. So Grant pulled the rebound, was losing his footing, tried to get it off of a Lions defender, went through his legs, and in transition, I really think the Lions just kind of forgot how much time was left on the game clock. My goodness.
They got the ball back with around 7-8 seconds left and just kind of lost track of it, I suppose. Again, a near half-court heave from Chris Deese when it really didn't have to be that.
And it's one of those things too. Chris Deese has hit 2 deep Steph Curry range threes tonight, so Pacers really holding their breath until the clock hits 0 tonight. But unbelievable win again for the Pacers here at the Convocation Center, 4-0 on the year.
It's never any shortage of action when you tune into Pacer basketball. 78-77 your score. Be sure to tune into our social media channels after the game. We'll have comments from head coach Mark Vanderslice and members of the team. Until then, I'm Jordan Phillips. He's Reeves Altman. Thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you next time.